Dogs are known for their loyalty, love, and sometimes their hilariously bad timing. If you've ever been woken up by your dog, then you know just how creative they can be. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the funniest, most unexpected ways our furry friends decide to wake us up. From gentle nudges to full-on wake-up attacks, these dogs have mastered the art of getting their humans out of bed. Let's start with the subtle approach. You know, the one where your dog quietly sneaks up, nudges your hand with their nose, and stares at you with those big puppy eyes. It's the, "Hey, human, it's time to get up, but I'm going to be polite about it." Just imagine the scenario. You're enjoying a peaceful dream, and all of a sudden, you feel a soft nudge. You open your eyes, and there they are, looking at you like, "I didn't mean to interrupt, but it's breakfast time." How could you resist that face? Some dogs take it even further, adding a little paw tap to their gentle nudge. "Oh, you didn't wake up from my nose boop. Here, let me try with my paw." They're the masters of subtlety, until they're not. Now, not all dogs are subtle. Some dogs are on a mission, and that mission is to wake you up no matter what. You know the type. Those dogs that burst into your room like it's an emergency, jumping on the bed, barking, and ready to start the day, even if you're not. These dogs have one goal in mind: get the human out of bed, stat. Picture this. You're sound asleep, wrapped up in your blankets, dreaming of a quiet morning. Then, boom, your dog comes flying onto the bed like a superhero, paws everywhere, tail wagging, tongue out, and barking like it's the happiest day ever. There's no escape from this kind of wake-up call. It's pure chaos, and honestly, you can't help but laugh at how determined they are. For some dogs, waking you up isn't just about barking or jumping on you, it's about using the ultimate weapon, the lick attack. That's right, the wet, sloppy, never-ending lick to the face. No one can sleep through that. If the barking didn't do the trick, the licking will definitely get the job done. Imagine trying to ignore your dog while they gently start licking your face. You roll over, but they follow. You cover your face with the blanket, but they find a way in. It's like they're thinking, "I'm doing this for your own good. You need to get up." And eventually, you give in because, let's face it, who can resist the power of a dog's lick? Of course, one of the main reasons dogs wake us up is for food. They have an internal clock that's more accurate than any alarm. If breakfast is even a minute late, they're on the case, making sure you know it's time to fill their bowl. Some dogs are patient. They'll wait by the bed, staring at you with those, "I'm starving" eyes. Others, well, they'll do whatever it takes to remind you that breakfast time is now. Have you ever experienced the breakfast patrol? That's when your dog paces back and forth, sighing dramatically, making sure you hear every little noise they make. If that doesn't work, they'll start poking you, nudging you, or even bringing their empty food bowl right to your bed. "Look, human, I'm doing all the work here. Just fill it up." Some dogs are more strategic in their wake-up tactics. Instead of barking or jumping, they go for the blankets. That's right, they start pulling at the covers, slowly but surely exposing you to the cold morning air. It's like they've figured out the perfect way to get you up without making a sound. You're snuggled up, warm and cozy, and suddenly you feel the blankets being tugged away. You try to hold on, but your dog is determined. Before you know it, you're wide awake and blanketless, while your dog looks at you like, "Oh, did I do that?" Now, let's talk about the bed hogs. These are the dogs that not only wake you up but also take over your bed in the process. It starts innocently enough. They hop up on the bed, snuggle next to you, and before you know it, they've stretched out and you're left with just a sliver of space. Some dogs have mastered the art of bed domination. They push, they nudge, they roll over, and suddenly you're teetering on the edge of the mattress. You try to reclaim your spot, but it's no use. They've won, and you're officially out of bed. It's a clever tactic, really. Of course, we can't forget about the classic bark alarm. Some dogs don't mess around with subtlety, they go straight for the barking. It's loud, it's repetitive, and it's impossible to sleep through. Whether they've heard a noise outside or they just want to make sure you're awake, these dogs know how to get the job done. The bark alarm can strike at any time, early morning, middle of the night, it doesn't matter. Once they start, there's no turning back. You're awake, whether you like it or not. No matter how your dog wakes you up, one thing's for sure: they're always full of energy, love, and a little bit of mischief. Whether it's the gentle nudge, the lick attack, or the full-on bed takeover, These funny wake-up moments remind us just how much joy our dogs bring into our lives. So next time your furry friend decides to wake you up,